So when we were speaking about homonyms, we said that homonyms can be divided into homonyms proper, homophones, and homographs. However, such kind of subdivision, so this kind of subdivision of homonyms into homonyms proper, homophones, and homographs is certainly not precise enough, and it does not reflect certain important features of these words. And most important of all, the status as parts of speech. So the examples given at the beginning of our lecture show that homonyms may belong both to the same and to different categories of parts of speech. Obviously, a classification of homonyms should reflect this distinctive feature as well. And also, the paradigm of each word should be considered because it has been observed that the paradigms of some homonyms coincide completely and of others only partially. Well, accordingly, homonyms can be classified into two large groups, into two large classes, full homonyms and partial homonyms. So now let us deal with each type, yes? Full lexical homonyms are words which represent the same category of parts of speech and have the same paradigm, such as match and match. So match as a game and match as a short piece of wood producing fire. Now let us deal with partial homonyms. So partial homonyms are subdivided into three subgroups. Simple lexicogrammatical partial homonyms, complex lexicogrammatical partial homonyms, and partial lexical homonyms. Yes, now let us deal with simple lexicogrammatical partial homonyms. So simple lexicogrammatical partial homonyms are words which belong to the same category of parts of speech. Their paradigms have one identical form, but it is never the same form, as will be seen from the examples, such as to found and found. So to found is start something, such as probably an institution, especially by providing money. And found is past indefinite and past participle of the verb to find, yes? So to lay and lay. So to lay somebody or something means to put somebody or something in a particular position. And lay is past indefinite of the verb to lie, yes, as put yourself in a flat or horizontal position. To bound and bound. Well, to bound means to run with long steps, especially in an enthusiastic way. For example, the dog bounded ahead. Or it might mean to form the edge or a limit of an area. So, for example, the field was bounded on the left by wood. It is usually used in passive and informal speech, yes? And bound is past indefinite or past participle of the verb to bind, yes? So now let us deal with the complex lexicogrammatical partial homonyms. Complex lexicogrammatical partial homonyms are words of different categories of parts of speech which have one identical form of their paradigms, such as rose and rose. Yes, so rose as a noun, as a kind of flower, and rose as a past indefinite of the verb to rise. So maid and maid. So maid as a noun, a female servant in a house or a hotel, and maid as past indefinite or past participle of the verb to make. Left and left. So left as an adjective, as an antonym of right, and left as past indefinite or past participle of the verb to leave. So that can be given some other examples as well, yes, which are not presented here, such as bean and bean. So bean as a noun, as a seed or climbing plant containing seeds, eaten as a vegetable, and been as past participle of the verb to be. Yes, so 1 and 1. So 1 is a number, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 as a past indefinite of the verb to win. Yes, and now let us deal with partial lexical homonyms. So partial lexical homonyms are the words of the same category of parts of speech which are identical only in their corresponding forms. For example, to lie and to lie. So to lie in the first case, yes, to lie, lay, laying, means to put yourself in a flat or horizontal position, and to lie, lied, lied. So it means to say or write something that you know is not true. So to hang and to hang. So to hang, hung, hung, means to attach something, or to be attached at the top, so that the lower part is free or loose. For example, hang your coat up on the hook. And to hang, hanged, means to kill somebody, usually as a punishment, by tying a rope around one's neck and allowing him to drop. Yes, so to can and can. So can, canned, it means to preserve food by putting it in a can, and can or could is a modal verb. Yeah, so these are examples of partial lexical homonyms.